Hello, hello. Have I got sound and audio? Let's uh, let's see if we can get this show on the road. I can't promise anything too exciting, but let's see. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my workshop. No wood turning tonight. Uh, so I've been sat with a box in my hallway where it was dropped gently, I might add, by delivery company. Here we go. It's quite a big box. It's quite a big box. I've waited for it for a short while. I've been umming and ahhing. Finally made the jump. It's a Flashforge Adventurer 3D printer, version 3. And yeah, I just thought I'd open it live because it's interesting for me. Might be interesting for you. Who knows? The sound not very good. Wow. Let's see. It should be coming through my headset. But let's turn off that and turn on the headset. Is that better? How's that? It kind of helps if you've got it configured. I haven't gone live for so long. It must be 6th of June, I think it said on the on OBS when I logged in. So it's nearly a week. So, thanks to Bear Grylls, I've got the implement to open the box. I've got a few cameras set up, so we're just going to do a little test. We've got the zoom camera. Now I'm going to turn off the stream on my screen, and I'm just going to go with the OBS screen so I know what I'm looking at. So I've got this close up. I've got an even closer close up, which if you don't mind I might fiddle with for a second. Courtesy of Bear Grylls, I've got a box opener, so we can open the box. I've got you a top-down view and a top-down, slightly more zoomed view. So any problems or challenges, let me know. But we're going to get going. So I'm going to try not to destroy the printer from the bottom. So let's go. I'm sure you're not as excited as I am, but this is quite exciting for me. It's a long while since I've had any new technology that, well, let's say I did get a lathe 12 months ago, but I used to be a prolific buyer of tech, and I haven't bought any new tech for quite some time like this. And I've especially not had a lot of tech that really, to be quite honest, I haven't a Scooby-Doo regards how to use. Now that looks like I'm going to need to get some new filament quite soon. All of the reviews showed quite a lot more filament in the box than that. That's 0.05 kilos of filament. So we might be able to do a simple test print from the memory, but other than that, probably we're not going to get a great deal done tonight. But then we don't have a great deal of time, do we? So Flashforge after sales service. Very good. Quick start guide and a user guide. Look at that, we can get manuals with it. Well, that's good. It's a bit bright, isn't it? It's a bit bright, but that's because it's on a white page. So, very good. So we'll get rid of those white bits. What I'm just going to try and do is see if I can diffuse this light that's above the and I can do that with the trusty old high-tech diffuser of kitchen towel. Gotta love a kitchen towel diffuser. Look at that. There we go. And shock horror, the manual is actually in English. Oh, until there, when it goes into Chinese. But that's the second half of the manual. Good. So, what else have we got? What's in here? So, I've got a little toolkit. I've got some kind of very long Allen key. I get a small screwdriver and some kind of very strangely shaped paper clip. Let's have a look at this. I'm sure someone who is far more knowledgeable than me will know what the heck that's for, but right now, maybe it's that end, but maybe that's a handle. Oh yeah, so it says sharp, so I better watch that. And then I've got a little bag of what have I got here? Little baggie of white stuff. Maintenance grease. All good. Hoping it doesn't need too much maintenance. But we shall see. Right, put that down. What else have I got? Oh yeah, 1.75mm PLA filament, transparent red. Very interesting. Random plug. Oh, look at that, and a UK plug. This is what he pays you money for. And we've got the good old solid lead that we all used to have hundreds of, and I miss, but it's a very old school kettle lead. Right, good. So we can plug it in. That's the main thing. No idea what that is. I'll never take it wherever I need one of those, so that can probably go in the bin in a minute. Right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's not as exciting as it first might have seemed, right? But let's carry on. So this is the point at which I'm in most danger of destroying this thing. So let's all have a good giggle if it happens.
Sorry, I don't know that one.
Yeah, that's Alexa in the background. Let me just get we'll get a full view picture, just so that you can see me drop it. It's quite heavy. It's a lot heavier than I expected it to be. But I'll take that as a good sign. I shall take that as a good sign. Let's just make enough room for myself. Who's with me? My wife. Why? Thanks for the vote of confidence there, Ava. But it's not the easiest thing to get out of the old box, as you can probably tell. Right, here we go. There we are. Right, let's see if we can find the front. I've watched a few videos, so I kind of know what the front looks like. Nothing else in the box. Right, it's a little bit more exciting now. So, you don't need to look at me anymore. You don't need to look at me anymore, do you? So, let's see if we can get into this thing. Right, let's get Bear Grylls back out again.
Find the songs who can get into this thing.
Alexa's quite busy in the background, aren't you, Alexa?
I don't know that.
Good. Wow, there she is. Let's see if I can't just do that. Oh, looks like a microwave, if you didn't know any better. I quite like this. I quite like this bag that it's come in of bubble wrap, because this is going to be, once I start wood turning, a multi-purpose dust cover. All mod cons, but I'll take that. Innovation. Right, just gonna have a sip of Lucozade. It's getting a bit late. Need to keep myself energy up. Right. So, in the true spirit of everything I've ever opened, RTFM probably applies very well to this, and I would advocate RTFM for any other person who is buying a specialist piece of kit. But in this case, to me right now, RTFM doesn't apply. So I'm going to change that. I'm going to drop myself down. I'm going to say hello, and now I'm going to concentrate on pulling all this fancy tape off and hoping that this isn't part of the machine and that it doesn't say RTFM before removing any blue tape. Do something else. Let's see. I've got to say, I'm very impressed with the way it's wrapped up. It looks like they've taken some care over it. Might just be able to get my Sunday roast chicken dinner ready in a suitable time tomorrow. It's looking about as clean as it's ever going to look. Let's take now. This is something I watched online, and I watched a guy drag this. I watched a guy drag this out on YouTube with quite a bit of force, and I'm thinking, do I want to do that, or do I want to read the manual? No, I don't want to read the manual. It's good. It's good. Right. Is anyone gonna encourage me to RTFM? It's there you go, guys. It's out of the box. I am going to switch it on, so if anyone's interested to see it working, that's where the PLA goes. It's got a reel in there. I need to get busy and get some ordered this evening. Luckily, I've discovered someone within just a few miles of me that is a 3D printing specialist company, and they stock UK made 3D printing stock. So if anyone can tell me if UK PLA is any better than Chinese PLA, I can pick up UK PLA for the same price, maybe a little bit cheaper. So I'd be interested to know. Right, let's get this going. I will have to read the manual, I think, to get the PLA working into the machine. But just to switch this thing on, I think there's a plug here. That goes in there. I'll try to keep my right. So, can I make this shot any better? I think I can. Just bear with me. It's quite funny. I paid all this money for this lathe and this absolutely fantastic outboard tailstock, and the only thing I've ever used it for is as a camera stand for my for this. Right. It's an amazing bit of kit. It holds the camera very nicely. Anyway, less of that. Back to this. So I might turn the lights off for a minute. Right, I'm gonna turn the power on. So let's see if the lights come on. Hello, Auntie Helen. Oh, pizza's cooking. Well, it played a funky tune, I'll give it that. What does it say there? Well, that's quite helpful. If anyone might understand why I'm saying that's quite helpful, let's see if anyone can help me understand the Chinese menu. That would be fantastic. Is it a number 64? And bring your own knives and forks, I think that says. So I'm going to have to maybe read the manual at some point, work out how to change the language. That's a bit of a, for want of a better state of affairs. So let's have a look. Let's have a look. It'd be too much to ask for anyone to have one of these, wouldn't it? To be able to say, oh, don't worry about that, just press the middle button, then press the top button. See, that's what it's supposed to say. Build, tools and filament. Settings. Home. Language, look, top right. Let's see. Right, can we do this live? Can we do this live? Right. So. Right. Wish me luck. I'm going in. Tools. Okay. Next one. Settings. Language. It looks just like it should be language, doesn't it? EN, I'm guessing. Now what do I do? How do I get backwards? Whee! Anyone would think I worked for the world's largest IT firm, wouldn't they? Just about got there. Excellent. Yeah, I know. RTFM. RTFM. At least I got a bloody manual with it. Oops, swearing. Right, here we go. Well, you can come on the journey with me, right? So, getting to know your adventurer 3C. Well, that's a diagram, isn't it? It's probably like unlike any unboxing video anyone has ever seen before. First print. Well, we're going to do a first print. So I am keen to do a first print. So I do need to work out how to load the filament, which it doesn't seem to tell me. So, oh, here we go. Insert new filament into the filament intake and push the filament into the feeding wheel until resistance is sensed. Tap OK after plugging in new filament. Loading starts when new filament comes out of the extruder steadily. Replace is completed. Right. That sounds really easy. We just have a look in here. Yeah, that all looks good. Excuse me. Right. Let's do it. Oops. Well, I've got some tools here, but I haven't seen mention of needing to use any tools yet, so we'll take this off. I think that's where I stick the filament. Yeah. Alright, good. Right, let's get Bear Grylls out again. It's a good job he's here, otherwise I wouldn't be able to survive this unboxing video this evening. Right, better close that. Keep that safe. Some funky red filament. It's quite quiet. It makes a bit of a humming noise. I'm assuming that's normal. It's got a fan in there. The bed on this heats up to the filament heats up to 235 degrees centigrade. I believe the bed can heat up to 105 or 106. I've no idea if that's good, bad, indifferent at this moment in time. Right, I'm assuming. Do I want it to come from the inside or the outside? Probably from the outside. So let's see if I can find the... Oh, there we go. Oh, that's not going to work, is it? It's going to have to come from the inside on either way. Right, okay. Let me find that thread. There it is. Right. That doesn't seem right, does it? Anyway, let's. That's a bit shoddy. They could have given me a proper reel for it. Right. Well, thank you, Auntie Helen. I haven't made too many cock-ups in my life, you know. One or two, but nothing too bad. You should know. Right. Let's have a look here. Right, I need to get back to the Filament bottom button. Right, load filament. Load filament. Oh, 22, 40, 55 degrees, 68 degrees C. Things are moving in here. There's movement. There's life. I know, Ava, right? It's not used to things coming out of boxes and not needing to build them, are we? So that was one of the reasons I bought this, was I didn't need to make it from scratch. No doubt I'm going to get some funny smells by the time this thing's heated up to this for the first time. It seems to be going all the way, doesn't it? Preheat completed. Begin loading. Right, here we go. So we're doing all right so far, Auntie Helen. Thank you for your confidence. Please come back. Right. So if I haven't mucked this bit up. Right. Press OK when new colour appears. Well, that sounds different to what it says in the manual, so I'll just have another little check here. Oh dear. Where are we? So, preheat completed, begin loading, it should say. Okay, right. So this could be success or failure in the space of a very few seconds. Push until I feel resistance. Right, I feel resistance. Not liking this spool at all. I feel like I need to have turned something, but I have promised everyone this isn't a turning video, so I'm not going to turn anything, and we're just going to hope for the best. So I'll push that in. Now I'm going to tap OK. OK. Right, load. Oh, there we go. I think I need to find something to put this on. I don't see any new colour coming out of there yet. Taking it. Yep. Okay. Wow. As far as the manual goes, that's success. As you can see, it's the colour has come out, so we're good. Right. So we now have our filament loaded, and the first piece of filament has made itself all the way through, which is awesome. but I'm still not happy with the way that that coil goes, so I might just have to, you'll have to bear with me a minute while I rig up some external method of holding that spool. And what can I use? Because it does feel incorrect. That should have come on a wheel. It should have come on a coil so that it doesn't get caught on this reel, like so. So I need to find something I can just hook that around, that I can stand it on. Right, where am I going to find that? Really want to do a test print. Yeah. What have I got over here? Can't believe that I haven't built anything of a similar nature for anything else. Let's have a think. What could I rig up? Well, I could just go with the flow. Put the cabin up, put the wall back on, and hope that it manages to pull that around. Why should I second guess whether it's going to work or not? It's not ideal, but let's see. So John, I've not found an SD card. I must be honest with you, and I thought it was supposed to come with a USB stick, and I got this baggie that had tools and some grease in it, John. I got this baggie that came with this and that. And I am now going to read the start of the manual and see what it tells me it should have come with. So I should have got remove wrapping paper box, there's a quick start, an after sales service and accessory kit, a power cable, some filament in a plastic box, take out that, take out that, take out that. There's no USB. Here's all the things. Here's all the things I should have got in the kit. 3D printer, yes. Filament, yes. Power cables, yeah, I got 2 of those. After sales service card, I got that. Quick start guide, yes. Screwdriver, unclogging pin tool, got that. Allen wrench, got that. And I got some grease. So according to this, I've got all the things. There shouldn't have been a USB card. Oh, I got the filament. It was in Leona. The filament was in this bag. Interestingly enough, some of the demos that I've seen, or the unboxings of the pre-trial versions, came with one of these, and that's kind of what I was expecting. But let's see if they're if we're good to go. And I'm going to run a print, and I'll run a very small print in a minute. So let's see what it tells me to do. Model print. So we're going to do a model print. Okay, so we're going to go back, and I'm going to trust, just for this very first print, that it's all good. Or should I check that Should I check that the extruder is aligned to the bed? It doesn't tell me to check load on the bed, so I'm not going to, and I'm going to kick off the 10-minute print that runs. Oh, by the way, this has a camera inside, which is quite a cool thing. So I can remotely watch it without having to have streaming on, which you'll all be very excited about, not having to see me live throughout the evening while there's a 3 or 4 or 5 hour print going on. Can't promise that I won't turn it on while I'm printing something. Right, so here we go. So we're going to go to build. Right, USB not available. Well, it just so happens that this connects to the cloud. So once I've got Wi-Fi set up, I can access the cloud. I can upload files to the cloud. It'll download from the cloud. So I don't actually really need a USB. So it's fully internet connected. Of course, everything I make on this will then be fully accessible by the Chinese Secret Service if they're listening. But there'll be nothing in here that I will be printing. I can assure you that you would be interested in. So you might as well stay out of my internet. Right. Not wanting to be controversial, but there we go. Right, there we go. We've got a 20mm. Is it going to focus on that? A 20mm box. 20mm box PLA GX. So I'm going to go for that. Okay, I've no idea what that symbol means. And then I think I just need to click the middle symbol. And it's going to take 13 minutes. Right, well, we'll find out, Leona, I think. Let's click go. Right. And let's see what happens. Oh. Is this exciting for anybody else? It's bloody exciting for me. I feel like we should be playing Close Encounters of the Third Kind or something like that. There's definitely some music to come to this, isn't there? Well, let's hope it doesn't think that that's the height of the bed. It's heating up. It's heating up. It's heating up now. So the extruder's heating up. Doesn't seem to be getting very hot, does it? Ooh. Got hotter a lot quicker a few minutes ago. What's it up to? Right. I'm going to put this back on the outboard. Oh. It's getting there now. I honestly don't know what temperature it'll get to for this PLA. I can apparently buy a hotter extruder. This one's only good up to 235 degrees, but I can take it up to 265 degrees if I buy a different head for 25 quid, I think they are. That'll allow me to print nylon and PETG and all sorts of other fancy filaments, but I think mainly I'll stick with PLA for now. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's got a little bit sticking out. I hope that doesn't cause a problem. Oh, it's good, it snapped off. There we go. and I try and hold this as steady as I can. So apologies. I'm watching this on my own screen, so I'm not actually watching the printer. But well, seems to be doing something. Quite impressed straight out of the box. How long have we been on? 45 minutes, something like that? Or is it like my usual lives? 41 minutes 39, and I've been mucking around. So I don't think that's too bad getting it out of the box, putting it on the countertop and running my first print. If I'd bought one of the Creality ones for not too dissimilar a price, this was about another 50 or 60 pounds. They have a slightly bigger. Ooh. Yeah, that's pretty cool, isn't it? So this was £299 all in, as everything you've seen came in the package. I just like the fact it was in an enclosure, it was pre-built, therefore there's nothing I could have done in terms of the build to break it. The only thing I'm not happy with is that spool, but I'll work to fix that as quickly as possible. Yeah, probably Leona. I can see what I'm going to have to do is probably buy some of the original material, but it's just exciting to be able to see something getting built in 3 dimensions. It's yeah, it's good. Again, I don't really know what good looks like yet, but it's not looking bad. You see it's built some height already. And we're only 11 minutes in, so we're 2 minutes into a 13-minute print, so sorry, 3 minutes into a 13-minute print, so I'm assuming it's going to be three times the height of that by the time it's finished. So there is another window, but I can't show you that. I can show you the top-down view though. Let's have a look. Top zoom. There you go. You can see it going from the top. It's all good fun, this. I've got to say, this is what I was hoping it would be exciting, using some new technology, and I'm kind of liking it. Right, now I can't get back to my chair without blocking it for a sec. There we go. So now I'm watching the chat. I'm watching the chat now. I'm watching this on the screen. Hey Chris, I'm not going to sing to you tonight, I promise. And I did promise if I ever sing again that I would learn the words properly, right? And I promise I will do. It's one of my favourite songs, that is. Fair enough, Chris. It's a bit blurry because I've zoomed right in, I'm afraid. And even though this is a Sony C920 camera, it can't cope, and I haven't really got anything decent to stand it on that'll get you closer to the action. Well, maybe. Maybe. It's not quite high enough, is it? Oh. I tell you what, this is damn sight easier than turning as well. I'm not stood here in piles of well, I am stood in piles of shavings, to be honest, because I haven't cleared up properly. But it'd be better if I could get it in focus a little bit more, Helen, but unfortunately it doesn't seem to. It's just a box. That's what it's going to be. It's not very exciting, is it? Not very exciting, is it? Yeah, I'm. It's looking pretty good, to be fair. I think I might need to just have a look at the leveling, but it looks all right. It looks good. It looks good. I'm well impressed straight out of the box. Well impressed. Oh, I've just had another idea. Wait a minute. I think. Wait a minute. Oh, it sounds like it's playing a tune. It's So. Oh. Now, bit of gaffer tape, or a bit of tape, and I think we're there. Don't worry, I'm coming back. I'm coming back. You're not going to lose it. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's just me messing around. There you go. How about that? What do you think, John? Does it look like it's doing a half decent job in terms of the sides? And I can't tell, they look reasonable, I guess. Right, better have a drink of water. What I've just found in the fridge. Snickers. If I could 3D print these, I'd be in trouble. Sorry to put you all through this. Well, it's got 1 minute left, so it's almost finished. So we can go to bed. Oh, well done, Leona. You need to get yourself an Apple Mac. I've never had to do anything with it. John, how long should I leave it if you're still here before I take it out of the before I open the door and try to remove it from its bed? Hey Di, good to see you, mate. Hey Peter, JP, good to see you, mate. And Barry. Sorry Barry, I didn't see you there. I don't know how I could have missed you. I've got a video of yours to watch, Barry. Dave, I watched your pen video yesterday. Loved that. Okay, thanks, thanks, John. Apologies if all you can hear is me eating my Snickers bar over YouTube, but well, it looks like it's doing the final touches now. 0 minutes it says on the clock. I'm guessing it's like when it says it's got to 0, that's 60 seconds left or something like that. Woohoo! Build completed. What is quite impressive, there's hardly any noise. There was hardly any noise with that. And no smell. I'm now even contemplating whether it could come into the house, because it doesn't make a great deal of noise. Although I would obviously have to ask permission to bring it in the house. So, exciting. Okay. I was going to say that could have been an RTFM moment, but it looks alright. Told I need to pull this. I need to pull that filament off there. Right. You ready? There it is. Surface looks quite nice. Don't press it. Right, I'm told this should bend. So I should be able to bend it to crack it off, but oh, got one. Two cracks. Three cracks. Oh. Right. Have to work out how to get that off later. Oh, let's not do that, Adam. Put that on there. Back in there like that. Okay. Good boy. So, there it is. The first print off the yeah, that's a good shout. Thanks, JP. I haven't got any of those tips yet. I'm hoping that I can get that that PLA off there, but that I'm quite pleased with that. The edges feel nice and smooth. There's no indentations. It's done quite a nice honeycomb fill. I've heard some people use Pritt stick. So yeah. So Helen, the next thing will probably be the little boat that everyone else 3D prints, and then I'll move to 3D printing things that I can't be asked to do on a wood turn on the lathe. Like I might try and 3D print a puzzle ball, for example. But but like these are the kind of things, right? So the reason I bought it is because I bought this recently, which is a 3D printed insert for a ball chuck, and that 3D printed insert very quickly turned into a 3D printed insert that looked like this, and my imagination was going too far too quickly, and I would have spent or wanted to spend much more money than owning my own printer. So that holds in a device to... I know we said we weren't going to talk about wood turning, but if it's turning anyone off, but that holds like that, but it also holds like that, cubes on their edge, so you can turn them on the end. So yeah, they're the kind of things that I'm going to make. Print my own blanks. Well, it might actually be a more sensible thing. But right, let's get back on the main camera. Yeah, you could be right. So, but no, I'm quite happy with that. A bit of a change to wood turning, but it was all good fun. And yeah, I'm not turning the lathe on at all this weekend. For those that might not be interested, that ash bowl that I turned green the other day has stayed in one piece. There's no cracks or issues with it, but look at the shape it's gone. It's got a really wicked shape. It's got all kinds of crooked where the end grain was. Got some real humps over, and then it's kind of gone down here where it's pulled it underneath. But no, it stayed remarkably well. Other than that, so yeah, so that's yeah. I burnt this over. I just burnt on the grain lines. It was a nice kind of green piece of ash, and the grain lines burnt really easily. But yeah, that was anyway. Promised we wouldn't talk about wood turning, didn't we? So yeah, get myself some more PLA, and off we go. Right. Yeah, Tommy, I've got to be honest. It really appeals to me turning a few more green things because I kind of like the fact that I don't know what it's going to end up like, and I'd love to turn some thinnish hollow forms and see where they come out in terms of shape. So yeah, I'm going to hopefully pick up some oak that's been down for a while in some relatively reasonable chunks on Wednesday night. Someone has asked for a commission. They want a 16-inch by 6-inch round end grain cutting board. So I'm going to pick up a lump for that. And I'm going to pick up a few other lumps because the guy that has the forest said I can have them for free. So I'd be remiss of me not to come away with some interesting chunks and see what I can make of them. So I love surprises, Ava. The right kind of surprises, though. I kind of feel like I should just switch off and leave the live chat going, so you lot can all chat amongst yourselves, and and I might do that for a minute. I'm still here, by the way. I'm just watching the live chat, but there's less pressure this way. So I'm gonna while you lot are all chatting to yourself and probably disappearing, but stay and chat. Do stay and chat. I shall just switch off this piece of kit. I'm assuming I don't need to go through any specific shutdown procedure. I shall take the manuals to my bed. Maybe have a quick read of those in the morning. I shall put the cover on so that it doesn't get any effect with dust. Yeah, cheers, Chris. I will definitely. I'll definitely sort out some singing next time. Next time we get the opportunity. It's definitely welded itself quite well onto this backing board. I'm wondering if I stick it in the freezer, that might be a good thing to do to make it brittle and then prise it off, or if I should try and ease it off now. Oh, I think I've got it. Good old one-sided razor blades. Done a perfect job. Perfect. So let's just see. There we go. Off. All good. And I haven't scratched it, so that's also very good. Hairspray. That's what I need then. Right, so we shall move that back and we shall put him to bed, or it to bed. Let's not give it a gender. Night night. Successful, I would say. Thought you were off, Chris. Still here. Alright. On that note, I shall love you all and leave you all. And probably the next video will be a 3.5 hour 3D print. Cool, everybody. Thank you for joining. TTFN.